Morning.
Morning.
Good morning from Coronado. Today we are heading off to Animal Kingdom. This morning is a very brisk 44 degrees in Florida. Sit down, buckle up, guys. What's wrong? We're going to Animal Kingdom.
Good morning. We are heading to Animal Kingdom today. It is a brisk 44 degrees outside, so hopefully it warms up a bit, but that's still warmer than Michigan, so we'll be good. Are you guys excited to go to Animal Kingdom today?
Yeah.
We're excited, and here we go. All guest parking is left, so in case you were confused, you don't turn right into that swamp.
It's good to know.
You're welcome. This is why you keep me around. All right, and as we're pulling up, they are spacing vehicles right now to aid in social distancing, which is helpful. They seem to have this down to a science and are very efficient. It's actually really nice when you're trying to get out of the car with 3 kids and all your strollers. It gives you some extra room to work with, too. Some of these things, I actually really like the changes, and I'm kind of hoping they stick with them when things return to normal again.
Remember that first one?
Look how many birds are flying.
Perfect. We are pulling in right on the end here.
Mom, could you film the birds?
It is. It's currently 9 o'clock. Park opened an hour ago. Taking a little slow day on our first park day. Let's go see what's inside. I just went through security. It's a breeze. New security techniques they have. They're not going through bags anymore. They are, you walk with your bag right through the metal detector. If anything does set it off, then they will manually go through the bags. Trying to keep down as little contact as possible. All right, Bubba, scan it. Scan it. Good job.
Okay, we just got into Animal Kingdom. We are on our way to Safari. It was a nice drive over from Coronado Springs, only like a 5-minute drive, so that was super convenient. Usually we take the buses, and this was a super fabulous way to go for this morning.
Well, Kilimanjaro Safaris is currently wrapped around Tusker House. So we might go see what else is open for right now. Well, it's Safari currently, a little 30 minutes. It's a little long for what we're looking for right now, so we're gonna walk back to Dinosaur USA and let the kids go have some fun back there.
Okay, so dinosaur, longer wait than we felt like waiting for. Some people don't mind waiting in lines. part of it is that we come down so often that if something's a long line and we just really don't feel like waiting, so we'll change up our plans and do something else. Could have checked the app before going over there, but chose not to because it was a short walk. We are heading over to Everest now, which should be a shorter wait based on the app this time. And then we'll go from there.
Trick to all the parents. Anytime a kid wants to stop and look at the animals at Disney, you just stop and look at the animals at Disney.
Okay, so as you've noticed, we've talked about lines being pretty long today. That's why I typically recommend showing up before the park opens. We got here about an hour after it opened and lines were already pretty bad. And it's the slow season on a Sunday. So it's still the weekend, but Animal Kingdom is usually the slowest park on the weekends. So yeah, if you don't come often, I really would recommend getting here when the park opens. For us, it wasn't a priority. We had a long travel day yesterday, so we knew by showing up later that might limit some of our options, or we'd have to wait longer in lines. And as I said, we're more likely just to change up plans than wait in a long line. But yeah, usually get to the park anywhere from a half hour to an hour before the park opens. Some of them even earlier, like Hollywood Studios, I'd get there even earlier than that. And lines will usually be shorter for you.
All right, we are on our way over to Everest. Cam is not her favorite roller coaster, but she said she's willing to try it again. I do not ride roller coasters, but we are going to see if Ezra is tall enough yet. He's right on that brink. If you're ever in question of it, they will check right at the beginning of the line for you, but they also do check at the end of the line right before loading. And
don't try to cheat the system.
Yeah, don't cheat the system, because even if the first person says that you're close, but I'll let you on, if that second person says no, it's a no. They have the last word right before loading.
You don't want to ride Everest now? Can we change our mind? We're not riding Everest.
The Discovery Island drummers out here. Pocahontas and Miko.
With social distancing, they aren't doing usual parades and usual character meet and greets. So they're doing character cavalcades, or in the case of Animal Kingdom, they have characters that are floating out on those little boats that you see going by. It's fun. I actually really like it, and I hope that's something that they continue doing even when normal meet and greets come.
And now Everest is a no-go. Somebody was not wanting to ride it now, so now we're heading back over to Pandora.
This is how you don't travel.
Yes, this is not the most efficient way to do Disney at all. Yes, least efficient. We've officially been in the park for 1 hour now. Walked from one corner to the other just to go back to the other, and all we've ridden was Triceratops spin. Would not recommend doing it this way, ever. All right, we're entering into Pandora. Right here on the right of Pandora is Tiffin's. And sorry, coming up here, the Nomad Lounge. I will tell you, this is a great little lounge just to relax at, grab a drink, sit outside and enjoy the sounds of Pandora. Once we get over this bridge here, I'll show you. Oh. All right. So, there's the Tiffin's Lounge outside you can sit at with a drink. Very comfortable, very tasty. Ezra's not quite tall enough yet. That's okay, maybe next time. So Ezra ended up being too short, so Allie and Cammy are riding Flight of Passage right now, and I'm hanging out with the two littles. With Flight of Passage, they have a very unique type of seat that they use. So out front of the ride, they have a sign here that says to test the seat before riding. And they do offer a seat for the ride vehicle for you to sit on. Hey, Cam and Mom just rode Flight of Passage. How was it?
Good.
Good. One of your favorites, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we just decided right now, about 11 o'clock, we're starting to get a little hangry. So we are gonna place mobile order at Santulli Canteen here in Pandora.
Okay, so we are having lunch at Santulli Canteen today, which is in the Pandora World of Avatar section of Animal Kingdom. So they are most known for the create your own combination bowls. You have your choice of protein. You can either have grilled sliced beef, chili garlic shrimp, chopped wood grilled chicken, or they also have a chili spiced crispy fried tofu if you have any vegetarians in your party. And then from there you are able to choose the base that you wanted to go over, and you can either have a red and sweet potato hash, noodles, rice and beans, hearty salad, or actually you can choose no base at all apparently if you are looking for something a bit more plain. And then you choose your dressing, which they have a charred green onion vinaigrette, a black bean vinaigrette, and a creamy herb sauce. We've tried all of them in the past, they're all good. And then they all come with a vegetable slaw and boba balls on top. They do have a few other menu items here, like they're known for their cheeseburger pods. For kids, they have things like a hot dog or a quesadilla as well, but the create your own bowls are definitely where it's at Santulli Canteen.
I have the roast beef and roasted potato hash, sweet potato and red potato with a blackberry or with a black bean vinaigrette. Very good. Roast beef, very tender. Potatoes cooked perfectly. Black bean vinaigrette adds the nice little punch of flavor that you need with all of this.
And I ordered the grilled chicken bowl with noodles and creamy herb dressing. I haven't tried this one before, so I'm really excited for it. This is really good. The chicken is really juicy, not dry at all. It has a good char on the outside. Noodles cooked perfectly. Sometimes they can get really mushy when they're making them in bulk like that, but they still have like the perfect bite to them. The creamy herb dressing, obviously, as it sounds like, it adds a nice creamy texture and a little bit of tang. And then I love the slaw on it because I'm a big fan of texture in food, and you get a good crunch from that, which is not something you usually get with like a pasta dish. So definitely a big fan. I would highly recommend this. Okay. And our kids went with the cheese quesadilla with root vegetable chips and Cutie's orange. I think Amelia's the only one who ate the quesadilla, right? Amelia's the only one who ate the quesadilla. She is giving us a big smile, and I think it was a hit. The root vegetable chips were munched on by everybody. They're delicious. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what kind of root vegetables they use. Do you know, Jess? Okay, on the menu it doesn't say, and we weren't able to tell, but they are super tasty. They have a good seasoning on top. They're not spicy though, but they have a little bit of just extra flavor to them, and everyone in our family enjoyed them. So even though they look a little bit different than a standard kid side dish of chips or fries, they were still a really big hit in our family today. And then a Cutie's orange. We all know what those are, and very obviously devoured by our kids.
All right, we're going across the bridge right now. We're leaving Pandora, heading back toward Africa to go across Kilimanjaro Safari. Currently about a 50-minute wait, so we'll see what that's gonna be like. Fun fact trivia time. All of the restrooms at Disney World inside the parks don't have doors. Contactless, less touch points for, you know, restrooms and everything. Except for in Animal Kingdom. In Animal Kingdom, all the restrooms do have doors. For in the event that a animal were to get out of its enclosure, those would become safe areas to lock guests into while they are dealing with the animal. Never has happened, don't worry. In Animal Kingdom, right next to Creature Comforts, is this building right here. This building will house the telephone first aid center, baby care center, and that's where, if your child does become lost, that is where they will bring them. The first aid center we have used a few times. They are very, very nice in there. You know, I think Allie went in once when she was feeling really, really dehydrated. They gave her some Gatorades and let her lay down in the air conditioning for a while because it was really hot. It was like 110 that week. I've also cut my finger open on something before, and you know, they're more than happy to help with getting you bandaged up and anything you might need for that. And every park has the baby care center, first aid, and lost children area. Just look at your map for the location on them. So we are going down Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. So throughout the park, there's a bunch of trails. The Gorilla Trail, it's right here. Gorilla Sanctuary. You are here. A nice little walking path. Let's go explore.
I'm back inside to get more.
We're a buffalo. Oh boy. This is an okapi. It looks like it's zebra. It's got zebra stripes, but it's actually closest related to the giraffe. Very unique. Big turtle in there.
Oh yeah, baby turtle. Baby turtle. Aww. It's a baby. Thousands of fishies.
What are you doing with all that?
Hundreds of fishies.
You building a nest?
Go on that side. Dad, there's hundreds.
So one dad, 2 moms, and 4 kids. Who's this passed out here? Is this mom?
That is one of our moms, yep.
Dealing with these kids all day, all tired. Crossing this bridge, this is usually the silverbacks up here. The one up there is kind of hidden at the moment though. Let's see if we can find a better angle. What do you got? What do you see? A waterfall?
Thank you.
Thank you. Mia. Mia.
Okay, Ezra had a bathroom emergency. So, with Safari being a 20-some minute ride, not exactly something you want to have a 4-year-old hold it on. So, we are waiting in this little gazebo area while the boys run to the bathroom. And then, yep, they're booking it. And they'll be back, and then we're gonna go on safari. So, stay tuned.
Please note the 4 animals each row of the zone.
The Little Eatery Forest is home to many animals that do rely heavily on their natural camouflage, which is why we're also going to notice a lot of vegetation and trees in the area as well. That brown reddish animal up there is the bongo. There's a few of them, but they're a little bit harder to see. Now, bongos are also nicknamed the ghost of the forest because they do tend to be pretty shy and reclusive. Large, full-grown male hippos can weigh up to about 5,500 pounds. On the left, there's a few more of them in the water. Now, a group of hippos will be known as a float of hippos. And on that center island on the left are the pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans get their name from the pink coloration that appears on their back during mating season. And just up ahead, continuing on the left once again, are those Nile crocodiles. Now, these crocodiles are pretty large. They can grow up to about 16 feet in length. Now, they do have pretty powerful jaws. They are capable of crushing the bones of their prey in one snap. Now, that Patterson's eland out there on the left is going to be a taller species of antelope that can be found out in Africa. They do stand up to about 6 feet tall at the shoulder. Now, we are just waiting for that zebra to cross out here, so we'll get another view of it over on the left. And over here on either side of us, we'll see the Maasai giraffe. Now, we'll know that they're Maasai giraffe because of their more jagged, kind of irregular looking patterns. You may be able to catch a quick glimpse of one of their tongues out here. You'll notice that purple coloration. That purple coloration is there in order to help keep their tongues from sunburning. Now, they are the tallest land mammals. They do stand up to about 20 feet tall. And whenever they're born standing up around 6 feet tall. And within the first hour of life, they're already able to stand and walk. Now, it looks like we're going to see the little one out here on the left. Just walk to the other side. I believe that's either mom or sister. But since that little one is out here, we'll know that this is a matriarchal society, which means that all these elephants are females. And we know that because the little ones are always around the females, and they'll typically never be found around a bachelor herd. A bachelor herd is what you call a group of male elephants. On the right, you'll catch a quick glimpse of the springbok and the Ankole cattle out there right behind the shrubs as well. Now, unfortunately, out in the wild, a lot of elephant habitats are being destroyed because there are people out there that are mining for the source of coltan. But an easy way to help them out is by simply donating any old electronics, because within those electronic batteries, you'll find the same source of coltan that they're out there mining for. Over on the left, we'll see the greater flamingo. Greater flamingos do get their pink coloration mostly from their diets. They eat lots of brine shrimp, which is full in beta carotene. And a group of flamingos will be known as a flamboyant. Now if you look at that flamingo island right there, you'll also notice that it actually is a hidden Mickey.
Oh.
And I am seeing a cheetah over on the left. It's going to be at the top of this little hill behind the rocks. Looks like there's two of them out there actually. The cheetahs, they are the fastest land mammals. They do reach speeds up to about 70 miles per hour, but they're only able to do that in short bursts. Now just a little bit further up ahead, we're also going to notice these pretty large rock formations. These rock formations are known as kopies. Some animals do like to hang out on the kopies. It gives them a pretty great overlook of the savanna. Now I am seeing a lion. It's just a little bit harder to see. If you look at this first little patch of grass right here, you can see her head or her ear back there. Now hopefully as you go around, we'll try to get a better view. But as you go around these kopies, I am seeing the bontebok just up ahead over on the right. It'll be a little brown animal walking around on the top of this hill. Now that bontebok is pretty special. A few decades ago, they were near extinct. There's only about 17 of them left on Earth. Luckily, some farmers gathered them all together, and now there's about 3,000 of them, most of which can be found on protected reserves, just like this one. On the right, we'll see the white rhinoceros once again. But as you start to make our way over there, flip back out on the kopies, we're going to see another female, and the male is out there as well. Now the way that we tell the difference between males and females, males have the mane of fur, females do not. They are nocturnal, so they do spend the majority of their day resting. They come out during the night to hunt, but only the females actually hunt while the male stays behind and takes care of the cubs. Now we can't really see their paws from here, but they do have pretty large paws, which come in handy for whenever they're out hunting. Since they are very large, they're also very padded, so they're able to move closely to their prey almost silently. And the yellow eggs are the ostrich eggs. Now those eggs are pretty large. Each one of them weighs about 3 pounds and is equivalent to about 3 dozen chicken eggs. And those ostriches are actually not able to fly, but they do reach speeds up to about 35 miles per hour. On the left, right behind this log right here, there's warthogs. You just catch a very quick glimpse of them out there.
We just got off of symbol 1 right there. Very educational. A lot of fun. Kids love seeing the animals. It is about a 22-minute ride around the safari, however, so if, like us, your child halfway through the line says they have to go to use the bathroom, I would recommend finding that before you get in line. So we are leaving Africa, and we might be leaving Animal Kingdom. Kids really want to go to the pool, and we need a couple kids to take a nap for a little bit. So fun fact, the Tree of Life right here, icon of the park, did have a previous life. It was a oil rig.
So we just finished up our morning at Animal Kingdom. It's about a little before 2 o'clock right now. And we're heading back to the resort, hoping to get in the pool for a little bit before we head to Disney Springs for dinner. Okay, so I mentioned earlier it's really cold today. First of all, it's really nice the pools are heated because then we can still swim even if it's a bit chilly out. It has warmed up to 60-ish. Phone said it was still in the 50s. Car says it's in the mid-60s, so 60-ish. A bit of an observation. So even though our arms were cold today, I found that wearing a mask, my face, as you can see, it's really red. I'm really sweaty just from breathing and all of that being contained. So that was something that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. We've only been down here in the hot weather since masks have been required. And I will say they are definitely more tolerable when it's not so warm. But I definitely did feel my face getting warm. And what were your thoughts on that, Jess?
I agree. The masks in the summer was quite miserable, but I can do it all day long here in this temperature, but
Face definitely got warm.
yeah, the face got warm. Arms quite comfortable, but at least, like I said, it is manageable this time of year at least.
Yep, manageable. So we are about to drive back to the hotel. Again, we're staying at Coronado Springs, so just a few minute drive and we'll be back at the room. Okay, so final thoughts on Satuli Canteen. What did you think?
Well, it was good. I really enjoyed how tender the beef was, and I'm a big fan of potatoes, so having the red skins with the sweet potato mixture on the hash was really good, and the black bean vinaigrette that was with it added a lot of flavor.
I really enjoyed my noodle bowl. The chicken was fantastic, and my only complaint on it was the bottom had a ton of the sauce, and it became a little bit overpowering towards the end. You can order the sauce on the side, and I think I've done that before, and honestly, I probably should start ordering that way again. That way I can control how much I want on there, but otherwise it was excellent. It remains one of my favorite quick service restaurants on property, and I know a lot of other people feel the same way. It's a restaurant that can fill you up without actually tiring you down. You know, when you eat a lot of theme park food and you just feel like you just want to take a nap afterwards, you don't get that feeling. You feel like you're refreshed and energized, and I think it's a great choice.
What is nice about Santulli is that everybody seems to think that everything in theme park is always just burger and fries, and it's really not.
Exactly. Yep. Disney does a great job of offering a lot of great alternatives if you know where to look. I mean, any park you can find your burgers, your fries, your pizza, your nuggets, hot dogs, all the basic stuff. But there really are a lot of great options at Disney World if you're looking to branch out away from that too.
And clearly we're back now at the resort, and we're about to head down to the pool. So let's go do that.